Hello, Soul Seekers. Christina McCarty here. It's been quite a long time since I have actually come on and just shared from my heart with all of you outside of the Asking It Is Given book study and all of the fun music projects that I have been up to since we started this. Well, since I started reaching out this last year. This is my first time actually attempting to provide you with a live feed of me talking. And so I just, it's been quite a long time since I've been on here. And the, I can imagine that all of us are feeling the heightened energy of everything that's gone on specifically over this last year, not only in our personal worlds, but on the global scale as well. So many things in the world. And I started listening to a woman that also shares here on YouTube. Her name is Amanda Lawrence. And so I do highly recommend that you check out her information as she live streams when she shares her downloads that she receives from Source. She has been within her spiritual awakening process since about 2012 and been sharing with the world and providing her messages. Um, as most of you know, last year in April, I went and took a trip to Mount Shasta. And when I took that trip to Mount Shasta, it was a wonderfully amazing experience for me. And it definitely opened a lot of channels for me to have the opportunity to work on my survival and human chakra, as Mount Shasta is the first chakra of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. Um, this last year has been full of turmoil for me personally. Um, when you decide to embark on a journey of healing, it is not always filled with rainbows and butterflies. And we get the opportunity to really face all of the different corners of who we are as we get an opportunity to do that all throughout our lifetimes. However, I have had quite the experiences unfold with family dynamics, with friendship dynamics, with relationship dynamics, all of that. And it's interesting because, I have been meaning to get on here since about February, uh, because I had found this theory, I guess I could call it. I had found this acknowledgement or thought process that, and as we all know, we need to be careful when we are in judgment of others because we've heard all of the sayings, don't judge lest ye be judged. And this last year the words started coming to me that you become what you judge. And it's something that I've been wanting to share out and speak on for quite a while. Um, However, my journey has been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And intending to want to have the correct words and intending to want to express it in the correct way. And I'm not sure if I'll ever come up with that perfect formula. And so I realized that truly it's actually just time for me to get on here and speak. Because what I have learned very, very clearly is that there is no need to fear speaking my truth. And that goes the same for all of us. Become what you judge. You become what you judge. I had this download and I started thinking about it. And if I go back through my life and think about different things, all the way back even to when I was young, I can see experiences where I went from a place of judgment to a place of experiencing whatever I was judging from a different level, generally from a personal level. Um, and I can find examples of that filter all throughout my lifetime. Um, and it tells me that, you know, it's not our place. It's not our place to judge other people. It's our place to be in the truth of who we are. It is our place to express that fully and completely. It is our place to acknowledge how other people may trigger us. It is our place to work on those inner triggers for ourselves. Um, but it is not our place to judge or to place blame on others, because the more that we do that, the more that we are going to receive more of what we are placing blame or judgment on. This is something that became very clear to me, and I had the opportunity to experience this on quite a few levels. Um, and you know, I feel like that during these times, it's very, very, very important for us to take a step back and look at the whole, to take a step back and look at the entire picture that's around us. Because I think that right now, being that with the information that Amanda Lawrence has put out, we are in the midpoint of tribulation, is how she puts it, and we are at probably a very, very heightened point of chaos. And I think if we all take a step back and look around us, we can see that full picture, not just on the personal level, but also, you know, on the collective. Um, and I feel like that all of us are experiencing in one way or another that 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 experience within our world. Um, a lot of things have shifted for me. My life is completely different from where it was last year at this time. Experiences had, decisions made, truths learned, um, having to overcome judgments placed upon me and judgments that I've placed upon others. Um, layers and layers and layers of truth coming up, and then layers and layers and layers of more truth coming up. And I am really wanting to stay connected with this YouTube and with everybody out there. And I want us to all know that we have each other, and we are not alone, and we are all going through this together. Um, I know that this information is a little bit vague, uh, but I think intentionally with that, because I feel like that we could take those words and probably place it right into our world in one way or another. And it's not really my, for me to place for you, but just to share myself with you in hopes that maybe something that I say will help or resonate, or just simply connecting with the idea that, hey, I've been there too. I think that that's very, very helpful. I have moved out of the little place that I had lived in for 2 years. Um, my daughter ended up living or staying with me for a year of that time, with a lot of mother-daughter experiences going back and forth. She has now moved on her own, and she is living in a different city now and embarking on her own journey. And I'm very, very proud of what she has accomplished. But we definitely had the opportunity to experience each other in a very interesting way over this last year. And that, along with some interpersonal relationships, parental and otherwise, um, shifts are happening. So I am in the midst of continuing that journey of of detachment that I know that I've spoken about before. And I have pretty much let go of almost most things that I have, except for a few real personal items that I wanted to keep. And I am getting ready to move into an RV. That is going to be starting in September. Um, and I am really excited about learning how to navigate the world differently that way, and the freedom to be able to maneuver more easily, um, and moving into a new direction of my own to navigate through this new world. Um, I am definitely looking forward to getting back on and chatting with you more often. I'm definitely looking forward to being a little more clear about what I'm sharing with you when I do. For now, I'm just going to let you guys uh, chew on that idea. You become what you judge. So you want to really think about that clearly in your life, and be careful how we are looking out at or pointing fingers to, because the truth of it all is that any significant change is going to start within, and that is where we need to focus, is within. If something out there is giving you triggers, if something out there is showing up in your world in a way that is very uncomfortable for you, it is a gift for you to take a look at that for yourself in your life, no matter how challenging it can be. Um, and that is where we are at right now. There is no more sitting back with idle hands. Um, as one person, a close friend of mine, has a tattoo that says "complacency kills," and so it is time. It is time for us to be really, really moving through and looking at what's going on with ourselves, taking responsibility and standing up for the things that we need to do. This world is not going to give much room for much else, truly. And and we are moving into this ascension process rapidly. The light that has come onto the planet that I spoke about so much last year has really bubbled up a lot for us to take a look at, and it can be tough. And I want you to know that I still stand strong in the knowing that life happens for us, not to us. So if it's showing up for you, it's because it has something to give you. It has something for you to learn about and within yourself. Maybe it is a matter of understanding that you have some congested energy that does need to come out and be transformed. Energy does not ever go away, but it absolutely can be transformed. And this is the time to do it. Um, so as for the Ask and It Is Given book study, I wanted to share with you that it has taken a really exciting direction, and we just finished up the last chapter from Ask and It Is Given, and we are going to, in 2 weeks, begin a new series with Ask and It Is Given. With all of the changes that are happening in my life, I have decided to step back as the only facilitator for that study group. And throughout the years that I created that study group, the connections that have been made and the growth that has happened within that has been absolutely powerful. Sonia is one of the co facilitators, and she jumped in and started up a second group called Money and the Law of Attraction. And they meet every other Wednesday at 6:30 Arizona time. And then, of course, during our time out there, we ended up meeting with Elena, as she calls herself, Effervescent Elena, and she has a law of attraction group a Seattle group that meets every other Wednesday at 6:30. And then as well, we have another facilitator. Her name is LaShawn. And so for those of you that are out there that are familiar with the law of attraction and possibly are in healing modalities or counseling modalities and providing healing for with utilizing the law of attraction practices, she has a healers talk group that she facilitates on Fridays. So the growth and expansion with this has just been absolutely amazing since the time that it started. And we have decided that we are going to be taking turns as facilitators to share in the book study of Ask and It Is Given. So each week there's going to be a different facilitator. 5 facilitators have signed up to be a part of this adventure. Sonia, myself, Amparo, Elena, and Andy. So each time will be a different person providing the chapter. And then after the first 5 chapters are done, we are going to have a panel discussion where we can talk about the first 5 processes that we've learned and deepen those processes in any way that we can. So I'm very excited about this new vibration and this expansive vibration within the Ask and It Is Given book study. So if you have been wanting to dive into the practice of a law of attraction, but you haven't known where to begin, I absolutely recommend that you check that out. I will definitely have links for the meetups in the box below so that you are able to come back and check those out and find out where to go to be a part of those groups. Okay, well, my first time doing a YouTube live stream. I wanted to connect with everyone. I am going to leave you with that thought that we become what we judge. And actually, I would really, really love to have some feedback on that. If you would like to send me a message or share with me what you think about that, positive or negative, so that we could have a wonderful discussion about it. I would love to hear more from you. And I'm looking forward to more videos. And let's I know that originally I called us soul seekers, but I don't think we are actually trying to seek our souls because they haven't gone anywhere. It's all within here. So I'm going to be thinking about a different terminology for us for the upcoming times. And so much love and light to you and the world.